In this video, we'll take a look at problem solving using properties of circles. In this problem, we have a water pipe which has a radius of 8 centimeters. And there is water in the water pipe, and it has the water in the water pipe, the top of the surface makes a chord that is 12 centimeters long. The question here is, what is the depth of the water? Now, at first it might look like we don't have enough information, but we do have some information about this circle. What we do have is we have that the radius is 8 centimeters, and you know from previous experience that that 8 centimeters is can be measured anywhere to the outside of the circle. So if we measure this, then this line here must be 8 centimeters as well. I'll make it green so we can see it. So if that line is 8 centimeters, this line also is 8 centimeters. So if we can find out this portion of the line, we know that the whole distance is 8 centimeters, then we would be able to take 8 centimeters, take away this portion of the line, and would tell us how deep the water is. Alright, so let's write down what we know. We know that this is 8 centimeters, and we know that the chord made by the water is 12 centimeters, so this line will meet the water at 90 degrees. So therefore that means it becomes a perpendicular bisector. So this side of the triangle becomes 6 centimeters. So let's draw this elsewhere so we can work just on this triangle. We have a triangle that looks like this. We have a triangle, now we know that this is 6 and this is 8 and this is our unknown. So we can use Pythagorean theorem to be able to figure out what that unknown is. So let's start with the formula. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now we have to establish on our triangle which is a, b, or c. Sometimes it's easier to start with the longest side, which is c, because that's your hypotenuse. Now, whether the question mark is a or the question mark is b, that won't make a difference in our experiment. But let's call that a, and let's call that b. Now we have a squared, well, as we're substituting, a squared plus b squared, which is 6 squared, is equal to 8 squared. Okay, so that means that let's simplify it a little bit. A squared plus 36 is equal to 64. Okay, following the rules of algebra, if we want to solve for a squared, what we can do is we can take away 36 from both sides of the equation. And on this side we're left with a squared, and this will zero out, equals a squared equals 64. So we will 14 take away 6 leaves us with 8, and 5 take away 3 leaves us with 2. So a squared equals 28. So in order to, our question is to find a, not a squared. So somehow we have to unlock that. How we can do that is we can take the square root of both sides. And square root is an opposite operation of squares, so we get a is equal to the square root of 28. And we can use a calculator to find out what the square root of the 28 is, 28, and take the square root and round it to 2 decimal places, 5.29. So a is equal to 5.29. Sometimes students think that they're done working on the problem at this point because they found an answer. But what we've found is we've found the height of this line is 5.29. We were required to find the height of this, but we know that the whole thing equals the whole thing equals 8. So we have 8 take away 5.29, and that results in our answer. So we have 8 subtract 5.29, and we get a result of 2.71. So the height of the water is 2.71.